Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second 10-minute Pesach podcast. This interview is with Robert from Leisure Time Tours, who's one of the owners at Leisure Time Tours. They have wonderful properties in Florida, Italy, Prague, and New York this year. And we'd love everybody to tune in right now to a 10-minute interview where you can get on here, ask live questions, ask anything you like about different prices. You could ask about different amenities that they have for their specific programs directly to the owner and get your questions answered live right to your doorstep. So we'll jump right in here. Hi, Robert. Welcome to the second podcast here.
Hi, Donnie. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we'll jump right in. Probably a lot of people want to know a lot about your 5 programs all around the world. And so I think the first question I'd like to get into here is really, how long have your programs been around for, Robert?
Okay, so we've been in business for 62 years, which is a lot older than I am. But it's a family business, and we've been doing this a very long time. And interestingly enough, we were the first company ever to turn a non-kosher hotel kosher for Passover, which was done in 1972 in Miami Beach.
Oh my God.
So we originated the concept, and obviously it has, morphed into something, which actually is a morph to the number one time that, Orthodox Jews go away for a specific holiday. So it's quite a big industry now, and I'm glad we were at the forefront.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, it really, starting something as innovative like this, so many years ago, it just shows, how stable and it really, how many people have come back year after year. So that's really great to hear. One of the questions we get asked a lot is about pricing, right? And everyone wants to know right off the bat, since they are a little bit more expensive than going away on a vacation. At sometimes, what are the prices for some of your programs, for a double occupancy?
Right, so we vary, obviously, because we do have 5 different hotels. So the pricing varies greatly depending on which of our properties, which of our destinations you want to go to. So, for instance, at Westchester Hilton, we're a double occupancy room with tax and service charges start at $8,500. In Europe, you could get a 5-star hotel, amazingly, at roughly about €7,000 starting for a couple. Up to the Boca Raton Resort, which is a Waldorf Astoria 5-star resort with every single amenity somebody could possibly want. And that starts at about $12,000 for a couple. So it really varies.
Got it. Okay. So really based on the hotel and based on the location, pricing varies. For those of you on the live video right now, you can check Leisure Time out at PassoverListings.com or on the Facebook group as well. Feel free to look at the amazing reviews that their programs have. One of the questions that, in terms of reviews, why people go back, they look for different factors. What have you heard throughout the 20 or so years that you've been in business of why people continue to go back year after year after year to some of your programs?
So we have guests that literally, let's say at the Boca Raton Resort, for instance, we've been operating that hotel for 20 consecutive years. So we literally do have guests that have been coming for 20 consecutive years. And then we have, guests that, they'll go to Boca one year, or, if they have to stay back in New York, they'll go to the Westchester Hilton, and then some of them, want to try something different and, want to go to Europe, and because they want to tour, during Chol Hamoed. So, we're getting, a lot of the same people back year in, year out. And basically they're very, the reason why is they're very satisfied, with the program. The food is, very high end. They're just, overall they really have a good time. So they decide to come back.
Great. Yeah, as they should. Yes, absolutely. That's great to hear. And when it comes down to, these different things, the food or, the five-star hotels, if you were to pick, one of your programs out there or many, some of your programs that you have, whether it be in Rome, Italy, or a beautiful location in Prague, or in New York, or the two programs you have in Florida, what are one thing that really makes your program unique and stand out? What would you say? How would you pinpoint that?
Unique in terms of, it's a very consistent program. In other words, if you've been with us the year before, you know what to expect, and we're delivering, the following year. So, I find that people, really, really like the consistency, and, everybody's looking for different things as far as when it comes to a Passover program. So, we have guests, they'll only go to the Boca Raton Resort because that hotel has a beach, and there's very few, beach properties out there, for the holiday. We have people that live in the New York area that, they have a kid, he's in college, or he can't get away so long, or there's a pregnancy, or for various reasons, and they want to stay local.
Right.
So they want to get into their car and drive 45 minutes to the hotel. So, that suits them. And then obviously, for Europe, it's completely different where, you're not going, all the way to Rome or to Prague, to sit by a pool. So, you're going there because, you want to see the city.
Right.
And the nice thing about our properties is that we are in the city. So even on a Yontif, guests tell us that, a lot of them will buy tickets to a museum prior to Yontif. And, in the afternoon, instead of taking a nap on a Yontif day, they'll go to a museum.
Right.
Because they can walk there.
Right.
So, it gives people the opportunity of actually seeing the city even on a Yontif. Mm-hmm. And then on Holomoid, they could take, a day trip and go further out of the city.
Right. So you would say the Italy and Prague programs, they're a lot more adventurous, right, where you can walk and see the city, and and the Florida programs, they're a little bit more on the laid back side, chill by the beach, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Both our Florida programs, which is the Boca Raton Resort and the PGA National, that's a relaxing Pesach. You're going there for the sun. You want to sit on a lounge chair. You want to read a book.
Yeah.
You want great food. You want great entertainment. And obviously you want a beautiful property. So, both our properties are beautiful, and,
right.
They both have unbelievable facilities, 20-something tennis courts, each of them.
Wow.
Beautiful health club, spa. The facilities at both the Boca Raton Resort and the PGA are really top notch.
So people are going to have an amazing time, on the Florida programs, on the Italy and Prague programs. Let's hone in on the New York program for a minute. There are a lot of New York, New Jersey programs this year and in the past. What's one thing that really makes your New York program unique? If you were to kind of tell a lot of people about that program.
Well, the Westchester Hilton, formerly it used to be called the Wrighttown Hilton. It's a very, very well-known hotel to the Orthodox community in the New York metropolitan area. So besides Pesach, which has been running for forever, there's been a Pesach program at that hotel. People know it because people do high-end weddings and high-end, weekend bar mitzvahs, stuff like that, at this property. So it's a very, very well-known property for Orthodox people here. It's not like I'm selling an unknown.
Right.
So, what's unique about it, in terms of, the location is in Westchester, so, people that live in the New York metro area, it's not like it's right in your backyard, but it's quite close. So, 45 minutes, an hour, and you're at the hotel.
Gotcha.
People that work, in the city on Holomide and want to take advantage, they could take the train right into the city and you're there.
Right.
And it's, again, great food, great tea rooms, great entertainment. It just, it has the full, the full gamut. So people do return year in, year out.
Terrific. Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be giving you a call and sending some inquiries around some of your programs. How do they get in contact with you? What's the best way to call you, email you?
So our phone number, which is 718-528-0700. That's obviously the easiest. If you want to email, it's info@leisure, LEISURETT.com. And, most people, what they do is they first visit our website, leisuretimetours.com. And then they follow up with a phone call once they get all the information from our website, and then we answer all their questions.
Terrific. Great. Well, we're just about out of time. You heard it, from Robert firsthand over here, everybody that's tuning in. So thank you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out directly to Robert with the number and email that he just provided. You could also visit Leisure Time on PassoverListings.com or leave a comment to this video that we will be posting right after this interview. Robert, thank you so much for joining us today and taking some time out of your busy schedule. And we'll hope that everyone checks out Leisure Time Tours in the beautiful locations they have in Italy, in Prague, 2 in Florida, and in New York. And feel free to ask us any questions or Robert directly. And we look forward to speaking again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donnie.
Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.